story tonight is that the NFL seems to have a problem with rules. And not in the way that I have a problem with rules, like when someone tells me, hey, Katie, you can't drink a beer walking down a busy street in Manhattan at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Because why not? But a problem in the sense that they don't seem to know which rules matter and which rules don't. For example, Cam Hayward of the Steelers was fined $5,787 last week for honoring his father, a former NFL player who passed away from bone cancer, by printing his nickname Ironhead on his eye black. The following week, he did it again because, plot twist, his father had still passed away from bone cancer. He now faces an additional $11,576 fine. After a meeting between Hayward and the NFL, the league has reportedly lowered those fines, not eliminated them, and Hayward has decided he won't honor his father in that way anymore, which definitely seems like the best way that could have been handled. All this because of the sacred Rule 5, Article 8 in the NFL rulebook, which states, players are prohibited from wearing, displaying, or otherwise conveying personal messages either in writing or illustration unless such message has been approved in advance by the league office. Items to celebrate anniversaries or memorable events or to honor or commemorate individuals such as helmet decals and armbands and jersey patches and players' uniforms are for blah, 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 blah. And if you think that seems rather specific, consider these other actual rules the NFL fines players for. Excessive profanity during a game as deemed by a ref. The first offense, $11,576. Second time, $23,152. Holy f***. To bring a towel on the field that's not to specifications, first offense, $5,787. Second, $11,576. And stockings, a.k.a. socks, must not be altered to the point where the solid white and the team colors are not at the midpoint of the lower leg, and you get the same fines as for bringing the wrong towel onto the field. That's right, in the NFL, I think you can get fined more for your stockings than for stalking a person. Because the NFL, you see, are very concerned about what their players are wearing and how they're wearing it, unless they're filming an interview in their locker room, like what happened with Pac-Man Jones and the Bengals this weekend. Then it's just butts, 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 everywhere, butts. In general, I think we can agree that these rules are pretty inconsequential to the game of football, but the rules that matter, that have to be clear in order for the game to function properly, those make no damn sense. Like the Golden Tate touchdown Sunday, that was very clearly an interception in the end zone that only Golden Tate thought was a touchdown until it was reviewed, and oh, okay, it was a touchdown? The rules for these things are written in such a way that they can be interpreted to apply to whatever call was made. The part of the rule book that explains what a catch is over 700 words. That's a catch. Rules should be quick, concise, and easy to follow. Good example, don't murder. It's pretty clear, not a lot of nuance there, and it's so much more effective than do not at any time use a knife, gun, bow and arrow, hammer or other home improvement tool, whittled down toothbrush, your bare hands, or any other item that could be perceived as a weapon to end the life of another human, animal, or living, breathing organism, with the exception of certain plants and wildlife if deemed necessary for survival by an impartial third party. You know a catch when you see one. Golden Tate didn't catch that ball. Des Bryant definitely did. Football shouldn't be this confusing. The only time we should be this confused is when the Colts run whatever the hell that fake punt play was.